Greetings, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to another Marathon Wednesday, and this week we've got a viewer's request, and I do believe this is from Father Stack, and he has asked for Dwight Yoakam. Now, Dwight Yoakam, born in 1956, American singer, songwriter, actor and filmmaker. His style is he's very country influenced. He's got neo-traditional country music in there, honky-tonk rock, and that classic Bakersfield sound. And he's one of these singers that's got this distinctive tenor voice, of course. He's written songs, produced and made films, so he's an all-round entertainer. And he has made 20 albums, so we'll get a cracking today. So, coming in at number 20, it's the 8th album, released in 1997. It's called Come on Christmas. There's a couple of original songs on here. So the first one is an original song and it's called Come on Christmas. Not bad. Country sort of Christmas song, it's okay. My favourite though is the classic Run Run Rudolph. It's the best track on here. It's one of the best versions I've heard of that song. Terrific. Another new one, Silver Bells. It's not very Christmassy. It's a nice song, which he does with Beth Anderson. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Not for me. I don't like that. Silent Night doesn't sound right as a song like this. Santa Claus is Back in Town. Not a bad version of it. Don't mind that. The Christmas song, they just don't sound right as Christmas songs. Country. Array in the Manger, yeah. Here Comes Santa Claus, worst track on the album, just doesn't sound right. And then Santa Can't Stay, which is one of Dwight's songs, and it's a nice song for an original Christmas track. A couple of tracks are okay on here, but as country music and Christmas songs just don't go together in my books, so I'm going to give that a 3 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 19, 10th album from 2000, and it's called Dwight Yoakam Acoustic.net. So it's 25 of his songs recorded in an acoustic manner. So I'll just go through the tracks that are on it. We've got Bury Me, 1000 Miles, Little Sister, written by Doc Thomas, of course. Please, Please Baby, It Won't Hurt, I'll Be Gone, Johnson's Love, Little Ways, This Drinking Will Kill Me, Nothing's Changed Here, Throughout All Time, Sad Sad Music, It Only Hurts When I Cry, Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room, She Wore a Red Dress, The Distance Between You and Me, 1,000 Miles from Nowhere, Two Doors Down, Reading, Writing, If There Was Only a Way, Fast as You, Home for Sale, A Long Way Home, Lonesome Roads, Thing Changes, and Guitars and Cadillacs. It's a pleasant album. They just you can understand this is probably how these songs started, but 25 of them, that's a bit too much. So I'm going to give that's an RTO ranking, a 4 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 18 is the 12th album, and it's called South of Heaven, West of Hell. And it's a motion picture soundtrack that he starred, co-wrote and directed. So the first is a track called Words, and it's not a bad track. Great vocal from Dwight, I do like that track. Then we have a little bit of dialect performed by Joe Unger. You wouldn't know, I've never seen the film, so I don't know what it's all about. Who at the door is standing? Well, he sings this with Becca Bramlett. It's the short track, but it's the best. I love this. It's a great vocal between the pair of them. Then some more dialect called Good Afternoon, formed by Vince Vaughn and Dwight Yoakam. And then we have another song, Tears for Two. He does this with Holly Lamar. Some nice guitar work on another really good duo vocal. And then we get Mam, which is another bit of dialect, performed by Audrey Lowe and Luke Askew. Then we have a traditional country song called The Darkest Hour. It's okay, he does a decent version of it. More dialect called When You Were Shot, from Natalie Canaday and Otto Felix. The First Thing Smoking, second favourite track on here, is a good track. He co-wrote that with Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top. How Long Is It is another bit of dialect with Terry McVeigh and Billy Bob Thornton. Who's Left of Me, a song co-wrote with Mick Jagger, and it's not too bad. All Anybody Can Do, another bit of dialect, that's Bridget Fonda. Somewhere, sung by Dwight Yoakam, pretty solid song, great vocal from him. A little bit more dialect, called A Lot of Good People, performed by Bo Hopkins. Then another song called The Last Surrender, which is a nice song. Show Me a Badge, which features Dwight himself, Joe Unger and Terry McVeigh. 23 seconds, don't know why they put these on. No Future in Sight. Guitar and keyboards are pretty good. Existence, again that's another dialect from Vince Vaughn and Dwight Yoakam. Then It's Well Within My Soul, not the best track. And then we got Words, which is an instrumental. It's quite jazzy and I love the trumpet. It's a good track to end the album. Yeah, I'd prefer this album without the dialect. It's pointless. Okay, I know he directed so he could do what he liked, but it didn't make much of a good listen. It broke the album up. So I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 4.5. Okay, coming in at number 17, got the 20th album from 2016, Swimming Pools, Movie Stars. Lots of people play on here, and it's considered to be his first bluegrass album. What I Don't Know, proper track, love the banjo on it, great vocal, really nice song. Free to Go, I didn't mind this either. I mean, I love the banjo on it, it's really good. Sad Sad Music, not too bad, not one of my favourites on here. These Arms, it's a fun track. It reminds me of my days at school doing country dancing. Yes, we did country dancing when I was about 7 or 8. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past me. Not a great lover of this song, not my cup of tea at all. Listen again, it's okay. I wouldn't jump up and down for it. Two Doors Down, I prefer the acoustic version of this because this just bores me to death. Guitars and Cadillacs, I prefer the original version of that. Home for Sale, not a big fan of that one either, I'm afraid. Please Please Baby, it's okay. Gone, That'll Be Me, very dull, not for me. And then he does a great version of Prince's Purple Rain, which is actually my favourite track on the album. This album to me all just sounds the same. I'm not a big fan of bluegrass anyway, so I was never going to jump up and down for this one, so I'm going to give that a RTO ranking of 4.6. Okay, coming at number 16, the 17th album of 2007, Dwight Sings Buck, which is a dope tribute to Buck Owens. These are all Buck Owens tracks, and I'm not a big fan of Buck Owens either. Are very similar to the other. There's My Heart Skips a Beat, Fooling Around, I Just Don't Care, Only You, Act Naturally, which is quite nice. Down on the Corner of Love, Crying Time, Above and Beyond, Love's Gonna Live Here, Close Up, The Honky Tonks, Under That Spell Again, Your Tender Loving Care, Excuse Me, Think of Me, and Together. I've heard the difference. I listened to the originals. They're pretty good, but I'm not a big fan of Buck Owens. So, but when you compare the two, I think he's done a good job as Dwight. So I'll also give that an RTO ranking of 5 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 15, 21st album for 2024. And it is Brighter Days. Lots of people play on these albums, that's why we're not mentioning everybody. First track is called Wild Open Heart. Good little rocker, love this song. It's got some real good grit to it, not a bad song. I'll Pay the Price. Nice song again, great pianos. I love the keyboards and pianos, it's a nice sounding song. Bound Away. Oh, okay, I like the guitar on it though, pretty good. California Sky. Great solid track, great vocals from Dwight, some nice guitar work on it as well, it's a nice song. Can't be wrong. My favourite song on here is a rockabilly track, and it's really good. Some nice rockabilly guitar on there. I Spell Love, a little bit different. Well, it's a bit basic, but it works. A Dream That Never Ends. I think this is a good modern day rock, country rock song. Got a lot of vibe to it, and it's got a good beat to it. Brighter Days, some nice guitar work on that. I Don't Know How to Say Goodbye. Bang Bang Boom Boom, and it features Post Malone. Second favourite track on here. It's a little shuffle song, and it's excellent. If Only, it's alright. It's a nice gentle song. Hand Me Down, I don't like this style of country. It's a sad song. Next thing we'll be singing about the dog or something. Nah, it doesn't do nothing for me. Time Between, pretty solid. Keep On the Sunny Side, I love this. I like that real bassy voice he's got, the harmonising with the backing vocals. It sounds like a barbershop quartet at the beginning. It's quite good. Every Night, some more acoustic, sounds quite nice. Good way to end the album. It's a nice country rock album, better than bluegrass. It's got some nice songs on that, so I should give it an RTO ranking of 5.2. Excuse me. Okay, coming in at number 14, 18th album from 2012, and it's Pears. First track on this one is called Take Hold of My Hand. I love the start of this. It's got a fantastic bass line, and then it's got sort of ghosty feel to it, and it's quite good. I like that. Waterfall, second favourite track on here. I love the drumming, and I love the bit of slide guitar on it. Excellent. Dim Lights, Thick Smoke, a real upbeat country song this is. Great guitar playing on it. Really like that track. Trying. The beginning of this is good. It's got a great bass line. The keyboard draws you in with an interesting drum, and it's not too bad. And then we have Nothing But Love, nice track. They're all very pleasant tracks. It's Never Alright, some trumpet in here which really adds to it. If it didn't have that trumpet, I think it'd be quite a dull track. A Heart Like Mine, my favourite track on here. It does sound a little bit like I'm a Believer by the Monkees, but doesn't matter because it goes off into its own thing. Pretty good. Long Way to Go, an excellent song. Bass line really drives this song. It's a great vocal from Dwight. Missing Heart, not a bad track at all. Then we have the title track, Pears. It's an average sort of track. It plods along. Rock It All the Way, not too bad. Nice playing on that, solid. And then a bit of a reprise of Long Way to Go. It's a shorter version. Some good tracks on here, but there are some tracks there's no variations. It's on the same sort of thing, and sometimes you have to say, have we changed tracks? So I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 5.3. Okay, coming in at number 13. It's a covers album, and it's called In Other Words, and it was released in 2003. So the first track he does is a track by SOS band called Borrowed Love. Sounds like a proper hillbilly song, you know, dungarees, banjos and drinking moonshine type thing. It's not too bad. Then he does a Bill Monroe track, Rocky Road Blues. I like this. I like the violin. It's very, very similar to the original. There's a good version of it. Then there's a Jimmy Rogers song, T for Texas, Blue Yodel #1. I like this track, second best track on here. Very similar to the Jimmy Rogers. Does it a lot of justice. Tex Owens, Cattle Call. I think this is better than Tex Owens' version. I went and had a listen to all these originals just to compare, and yes, a pretty good version of it. My favourite one though is a Grateful Dead track that he did, Truckin', and he does a great version of it, and he gives it justice. My favourite. San Antonio Rose. This was a song by Bob Wills and his Texas Playboys. I didn't like the original, and I just didn't like I didn't like the song, full stop. Rapid City, South Dakota. Wrote by Kinky Friedman. Not a bad song. It's very, very to the original. Then we have a Silver Jews song, Louisville. I've heard the original, and I think this is a little bit better. Holding Things Together, a great song written by Merle Haggard, and it's as good as his. Mystery Train, which is the Little Junior Blue Flames. I've heard many versions of this, and I think this is one of the best versions of it. Okay, it's a covers album, but it's a pretty good covers album. Some of his versions are better than the originals, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 5.5. Okay, coming in at number 12, the 7th album, another album of covers, his first album of covers, and it's just called Under the Covers. First one on here is Claudette, a Roy Orbison song, but we all know the Everly Brothers, and it's still my favourite version. This isn't too bad. It's pretty solid. Now, how's this? Train in Vain. And I say, is it the Clash version? Of course it is. But it doesn't work as a country song, I'm afraid. Then we have the Kinks' Tired of Waiting. This sounds shocking. Shouldn't have been done. It's like a big band version. It just doesn't work. Good Time Charlie's Got the Blues, which is a Danny O'Keefe number. I'd never heard it, so I listened to it, and this is as nice as the original, and it's a pretty good song. Then he does a great version of a song that Sonny and Cher did, but he does it with Sheryl Crow, and it's Baby Don't Go. Is it as good as Sonny and Cher? No, but it's not a bad effort. Playboy, Eddie Miller, very similar to the original, pretty good. Witchem and Lyman, the great Glenn Campbell version, and I love this version. Written originally by Jimmy Webb, but Glenn Campbell made it his own, and Dwight does a great version of it. It's my favourite track on here. I love that track anyway, so it was always going to be the best track on the album for them. And then they do a great version of Here Comes the Night from them, band that Van Morrison was in. Second favourite on here, and they do a great version of it. Then he does The Last Time, Rolling Stones, and can I just say, move on, because it was awful. Things We Said Today, again, a Beatles song, didn't work. Didn't like it. North to Alaska, not a bad version. That was the last track, and then there's a bit of T for Texas on there that sort of is a hidden track. Again, it's one of them cover albums that some of the tracks worked and some of them don't. But I do like The Witch of Lyman. I think he did a fantastic version of it. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 5.6. Okay, coming in at number 11. 13th album from 2003, and it's called Population Me. The first track on this one is called The Late Great Golden State. Lots of acoustic guitars mixed with some electric. I think it works so well. I love the rhythm on this. It's an excellent track. No Such Things. It's a typical Dwight Yoakam track, uplifting track, some nice guitar. Really good track. Fair to Midland. It's not too bad. It's not my sort of style of country, so I'm not a great fan of this. Exception to the rule. It's a nice quirky little number. I love them little bit of keyboards on it. Really adds to it. Title track, Population Me. It's got a bit of a Van Morrison vibe to it. It's not too bad. And then Staying Up Late Thinking About It. No, not for me. And then he does a really bad version of the Burt Bacharach number, Trains, Boats and Planes. Nah, doesn't work. Then a duo with Willie Nelson, If Teardrops Were Diamonds. This is fabulous. Willie Nelson, a legend in country music. Their voices really suited each other. It's a terrific track. I'd Avoid Me Too. Nice little song. Great vocals from Dwight on that one. The Back of Your Hand, and lovely acoustic guitars on this. Really nice track to end the album. As I've said, these albums are okay. They are pretty consistent. It's a solid album. Got a couple of tracks I'm not keen on, but yeah, I'd listen to it again. So I shall give it an RTO ranking of 5.8. Okay, coming in at number 10. The 11th album from the year 2000, and it's called Tomorrow Sounds Today. First track on this one is called Caught Up to Me. Love Caught Up to Me, sorry. Pretty solid track. I love the guitar work, especially that steel guitar, which gives it that defining country sound. What do you know about love? Standard country sound. It's alright. Time spent missing you. Proper country track. Yeah, sad. The dog. Nah, not for me. Free to Go. I love the drumming on this. I do like some of the drumming on country songs. It's pretty solid. Then we get A Promise You Can't Keep. Solid enough. But yeah, it's alright. A Place to Cry. My favourite track on here. Some great guitar on here. It's quite rock and rolly, and I love this solo. The Sad Side of Town, a bit of a plodder, not for me. Dreams of Clay. I prefer these upbeat songs. It's got some nice guitar. It's got a bit of a rock element to it. I like that. For Love's Sakes. There's a great bass line, some lovely steel guitar. Now even the tambourine shaking on there gives it some extra zing. I like that. The Heartaches Are Free, typical standard country song, not for me. A World of Blue sounds all the same to me. The last two tracks on that. Then we do a Rick Nielsen, great, a Cheap Trick, and it's I Want You to Want Me. And it's not a bad version of it. I've always preferred the original, of course. Then he does a song with his he loves Buck Owens. It's alright. Then he does another woman, Buck, called I Was There, and I think it's the better of the two songs he did with him. It's a nice song. Yeah, lots of standard country on here. Yeah, it's not too bad. So I'll give that an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 9 from 1998, the 9th album called A Long Way From Home. First track on this one is called Same Fool. Like this, some great guitar work on this. It's got a real good beat to it. The Curse, another great track with some guitar, great vocals. Love the percussion on this. Excellent track. Things Change. It's got a very 60s vibe to it on the guitar work. I just love that vibe on that track. Yet to Succeed. And a country standard was boring, but then someone decided, let's put some vibraphone on it and brighten the track up, and it works. I do like that. Oh, it wouldn't be put past. I wouldn't put it past me. It's solid. But my favourite track on here is These Arms. Jerry Lee Lewis has recorded this, and he recorded Crazy Arms, but this reminds me of Crazy Arms. Sorry, can't understand what I wrote there. But yeah, this is the best track on the album. That's all we need to know. That's Okay. Bit of rockabilly. Love that drumming. Fantastic. Only Want more rockabilly. Second favourite track. It's got a bit of killer honky tonk piano on it as well. You can't go wrong there. Only Want You More. These are a really good track. And then we've got I'll Just Take These. Acoustic guitar. Great vocal from Dwight. Like that. A Long Way Home. I love the steel guitar on this. The piano really interjects with that steel guitar. Listen. Love the keyboards on this. Another fine vocal from Dwight. Traveller's Lantern. Not a big fan of this this style of country. Does nothing for me. The Almonds were the one. Maybe I like it, maybe you don't. Another great rockabilly style track. The album's got great guitar on this. Some really good track. I love the rockabilly feel to this album, so I shall give this an RTO ranking of 6.2. Okay, coming in at number 8, the 6th album from 1995, Gone. First track on this one is called Sorry You Asked. Really like this track. It's got a bit of a Johnny Cash feel to it. The drumming's good. The bass and the guitars sound good. He's got that real deep voice. Excellent track to start the album. Near You. Another song that's got a lovely rich guitar tone on it. Excellent track. Don't Be Sad. All I can see people doing is line dancing to it. That's what I picture in my head when I heard this. It's alright. Gone, That'll Be Me. Guitar is really good in this. Another good vocal, so good little lick to that track. Nothing, a little bit different. I'm not keen on this, although the keyboard runs are quite nice in this. Never Hold You, my favourite track on here. The riffs are great, the drumming's fantastic. A real good track. This much I know, I like that. The harmonica on the track goes really well with that guitar. Baby Why Not, more harmonica, and it sounds really rich. It's excellent. One More Night, guitars are good. It's got a nice tone to it. Another solid track. And the last one, Heart of Stone. Nah, it's a dreary country song. I really like this album. I'd never heard it before in my life. I think it's a really good uplifting album. I don't like the last one, but the other parts of the album are pretty good. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.3. Okay, coming in at number 7, released in 2005, 16th album, and it's called Blame the Vein. Title track opens this one. It's another excellent opening track. The guitar work on this is really good. Lucky That Way. I know that people love country music, but I just don't like this depressing. You know, my dog's dead. I've got a carton of milk in the fridge. I'm lonely. No, I don't like songs like that. Intentional Heartache. There's some bongos at the beginning of this. It's really got a groove to it. It's one of the best tracks on the album, I think. Does It Show? Love the bass line on this. It's absolutely killer. Drives the song. I love songs like this with real rich bass lines. My favourite track on here, though, is called 3 Good Reasons. It's a bit of a boogie shuffle on the drumming. I love shuffle drumming, and I love the guitar work on that one. Just Passing Time. It's a melodic track, and I love the steel guitar on it. I think if it's played right, the steel guitar does sound great. I'll Pretend. Another great guitar track, was a great vocal from Dwight. She'll Remember. Then all of a sudden you go to this sort of track that's got that modern sort of sound to it. What's going on? One minute you're doing an original sort of country sound, and then you've got this come. It's quite good. Bit different. I Want to Love Again, a real sort of boogie woogie track. Shuffle, the drumming's fantastic. It's got a great guitar solo on it. When I First Came Here, pretty solid track. Great vocal and guitar playing on that one. Watch Out. Oh, this is that whiny sort of country song. Nah, I'm not into that at all. And the last track, The Last Heart in Lime, it's got some lovely acoustic. The string accompaniment on this really makes it a good track. Another very consistent album. I enjoyed listening to that one as well, so I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, coming in at number 6, we've got the 5th album from 1993, This Time. First track on here is a track called Pocket of a Clown. It's a fantastic vocal from Dwight. The backing vocals are strong as well. It's a very, very good track. 1,000 Miles from Nowhere. I really like this song. It's a fine vocal performance from Dwight. Home for Sale. Now this reminds me of some of that early Bruce Springsteen, especially the keyboards and the piano. It's got that real sort of Bruce Springsteen vibe to it, and I do like it. This Time, my favourite track, the title track. It's just a 12-bar boogie blues track, absolutely killer track. Two Doors Down, yeah, this is a nice version of it, slowed a down version of it, pretty good. Ain't That Lonely That, solid track, great playing on this, and another super vocal from Dwight. King of Fools, standard country, but it's that violin that really lifts it. Fast As You, second favourite track on here. It reminds me of the start of Lucille. It's got that vibe to it, really good. Try Not to Look So Pretty. It's one of them country songs that just doesn't do anything for me. Wild Ride, again, it's got that lovely Bruce Springsteen early vibe, especially that piano work. Yeah, so you know, off the Asbury Park album, really good. Lonesome Roads, oh, we're on to the whiny sound of country, which doesn't do nothing to me. A very good album, and then it was let down by that whiny track at the end. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.6. Okay, coming in at number 5, we've got the fourth album from 1990, and it's called If There Was a Way. The first track is called The Distance Between You and Me. Love this opening track. Bright, great vocal from Dwight. The Heart of Your Own, a standard country guitar, but I do like the acoustic guitar on here. It's really nice. Takes a lot to rock you. Second favourite on here. It's got a groovy bass line. It really does rock. It's a great track. Nothing's changed here. It's another shuffled country song. The drumming on this is fantastic. Sad music. Yeah. It's a sad song, and I don't like it. It's just got, it's like whiny sort of. Since I started drinking again, I love this. The banjo is real. It's very simple, but it's country music, sort of yee-haw-y, and I do like it. It's quite a fun track. My favourite track on Heart is If There Was a Way. It's got that sort of early Van Morrison feel to it. I love the keyboards on here, and it's a great vocal from Dwight. Turn It On, Turn It Up, Turn Me Loose. Great track. It's got a Gretsch guitar on here. It's got that distinctive sort of Dwayne Eddy twang on it. It's a brilliant track. It Only Hurts When I Cry. It's a Roger Miller. Hope wrote this with him. It's nice trying. It's got that Roger Miller style. Sorry. Then he does a duet song on Send a Message with Patty Loveless. It's not a bad song. Really nice duo. I Don't Need It Done. One of the best vocals from Dwight on this album. Super track. You're the One. Got a little bit of mandolin on here, and the strings really give it depth. Dangerous Man, really different. It's got an upbeat guitar to it. Let's Work Together, a version of the Canned Heat number. It's okay. Another good album. It's got some decent songs on it. I do love the cover of Let's Work Together on it, so I should give that an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 4, we've got Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room. Third album from 1998. First track, another great opening track. I Got You. The violin really works. It makes you, the tapping of the sides of the rims of the drums works. Classic track. One More Name. Nice song. Great vocal. What I Don't Know, the drum beat on this is really good. The sound of the drums sounds so good on that track. Home of the Blues. It's a cover originally done by the Carter family, but of course made famous by Johnny Cash. Different versions, and I like this one because it's got a real honky-tonk feel to it. Then we have the title track, Buenas Noches from a Lonely Room. It's a nice song. I Hear You Knocking. Great track. My favourite on here. I Sang Dixie. One of the best vocals from Dwight. Then we have this lovely song but he does it with Buck Owens, Streets of Bakersfield. I love this. It's a song about his hometown, and it's quite emotional, and it's really good. Then we got Floyd Country. It's got that sort of... You remember the car chases in Dukes of Hazzard? Yeah. It reminds me of that. Yeah, it's quite good. Quite fun. Send Me the Pillow. It's a Hank Locklin song, and I'm not a big fan of that song. Hold On to God. It's going back to car chases, you know, like in Cannonball Run, Smokey and the Bandit, and Dukes of Hazzard. It's fun-filled. The violin adds to it. That was the last track. It's a really good album. Some great country tracks on here, rock tracks on here. So I'm going to give this one an RTO ranking of 7.2. Okay, coming in at number 3, the 19th album from 2015. It's called Second Hand Heart. First track in Another World. Excellent track. The guitar work is super. It's a great vocal from Dwight. The richness of them guitars, the tambourine even sounds good, keeps the beat going, fine vocal as well. Dreams of Clay, Dwight's vocal is really, really good on that. But my favourite track on this one is called Second Hand Heart. The title track, it reminds me of Tom Petty. It really does. It's that Bakersfield sound. Some great guitar bits. Fabulous track. Off Your Mind, another boogie rock country song. The keyboards really add to that one. Believe. Again, that tambourine. He loves like using tambourines, and it absolutely works. It's a really good track. Man of Constant Sorrow. A good little country rock sound. One of the best versions I've heard of this. It gives it that sort of Bakersfield twist on it. It's a really good. Liar's second favourite track on here. It's got a harmonica solo on it that's absolutely delightful. The Big Time, great track, great rocker. Really like that. Via the Birds. It's a really nice ballad to end the album. Very good vocal, and it's a ballad, but it's uplifting ballad. Really good track. I think this is a fabulous album. It's his best album of his later period. It's got some great tracks all the way through. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay. Coming in at number 2, we've got the second album released in 1987, Hillbilly Deluxe. First track is called Little Ways. What a great opening track. That bass is rich. The vocal is so good on that. Smoke Along the Track. There's some great little guitar bits, and there's a little bit in the middle that reminds me of the great Chet Atkins, the finger picking style. Absolutely brilliant. Then we have Johnson's Love. The tones of this is brilliant. There's some fingers, the strings. It's wonderful. There's a bit where you can imagine someone running the fingers down the fretboard. It's absolutely brilliant. Please, Please Baby. Some great violin on here. The bass line. It's got one of the best solos on the album as well. Reading, Writing. The bass line is the most important part of this track. Keeps it going. That constant drum beat as well. Excellent track. Always Late with Your Kisses. I love the combination of the steel guitar and the violin. They intertwine. They really make the track. And then you've got this underlying bass line that works as well. 1,000 Miles. I normally wouldn't like these tracks, but the violin just adds to it. Really does. Throughout All Time. Sounds like a bit of a hoedown sort of track. You can imagine people dancing to it. Then we have Little Sister, written by Doc Pomus. It's a rockabilly thing. It's great. I do love that track. And the last track, This Drinking Will Kill Me. Some of the best violin playing on this album. Absolutely killer. It reminds me of that song. You remember The Devil Went Down to Georgia and that violin solo. Another good album. Different styles of country. We've got honky tonk and rockabilly, which gives it a bit more diverse. It's an excellent album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.6. But my favourite album, and my number one album, is his debut album from 1986. And it's guitars, Cadillacs, etc., etc. And it's called Honky Tonk Man, the first track. Jimmy Horton wrote this. Mel Haggard did a version of this, and that was laid back, but this is really honky tonk. Excellent track. It Won't Hurt. Really nice honky tonk feel to this. I love the fiddle playing on that as well. I'll Be Gone. This is a rock and roll, rockabilly, country sort of thing. It's really, really good. I love the drumming on this. Then we've got South of Cincinnati. Got some banjo in it, which really adds to it. It's a really uplifting track. I do like that. Then he does a duo with Maria McKee, Bury Me. I love this song. I think him and Maria sound so good together. But my favourite track on here, and I think it's probably one of my favourite tracks by Dwight Yoakam, and it's Guitars and Cadillacs. I just love that play off between the violin and guitar halfway through. It really is, it's quite a play off as well. 20 Years, second favourite track on here. Got a great beat to it. Ring of Fire, Johnny Cash song. But he does a brilliant version of it. It's a great track. Martin's Prayer, lovely acoustic work on this. It's a brilliant track. Heartaches by the Number, a really good version of this Harlan Howard song. He's taken this 1959 track and brought it up to date. You can see the evolution of this track. I love this album. I know there's a lot of covers on it, but there's some interesting versions and some great songs. He's put a little twist, a different twist on it, and I really enjoyed listening to this album. So I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. Well, there we go. There's some Dwight Yoakam. Now, I had heard of Dwight Yoakam, of course, but I'd never really sat down and listened to any of his stuff. And I thought it was quite good. I really enjoyed doing this one. Okay, that's all for today. Don't know where the sun's gone. It's supposed to be sunny today, but there you go. So we'll be back tomorrow because we don't do any more on a Wednesday. So we got a sophomore bottle tomorrow, and it's a great one. It's the Kinks against the Who, so it's kind of Kinks against a quick one. And then tomorrow on the Pick and Mix, it's at the weekend. It was the anniversary of Live Aid, so I'm going to have a look. We're going to have a look through some of the highlights of the Live Aid DVD. So bye for now.